when do you think you recognized you had talent to actually try and go and pursue this dream that you had?
So after meeting the Jackson Five, I was like, okay, all right, that's got to be one sign at least that maybe I should try this. Started my own group, and then group broke up because we were at that time we were I think 11, something like that. So we broke up, and at 13, I decided that I wanted to continue. So I sold Coke bottles, and I did everything I could to pay for I got the Yellow Pages, but for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a book with phone numbers. and I found a school that taught, and I kind of talked to them about taking lessons, and I sold Coke bottles, empty Coke bottles and soda bottles to get enough money to take a lesson, and I take the bus. And I did that for about a year, just kept playing. And that was at 13 when I bought that first bass. And now by 16 years old, I'll send you some pictures too, because you
Love to see them.
16 years old, I started my own group. And my uncle had just come back from Vietnam, and he took an interest in us and ended up managing us. And we performed at the local military bases because he had a connection there. And he helped us organize and incorporate in all the business side of it. And so that's my Uncle Frank. And then I said, okay, well, I can do this. But then the same thing. Now we're in high school, and the band is not taking it serious enough for me. So I left the group in my senior year of school and just started, putting myself out there with all the big bands, small bands, wedding bands. I mean, I played the opening of an envelope. I was that happy to play. So if they say, hey, we open an envelope, we need a band, we'll be right there, So that was the fun. But I think that, once I had my son came to me at about 5 years old. And by now, I'm playing professionally and I'm working and everything. And he came home and he said, Dad, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah. He says, do you work? I said, yeah, I work. He goes, I said, why do you ask that? He goes, well, my friend Johnny, his dad drops him off, and then Johnny says, my dad's going to work. He says, but every time you leave, you say you're going to play. So I said, well, you're right. I said, if you do what you love and love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So I guess I still don't work.
That's such an incredible story, and so clearly shows how deep of a love and commitment you have to music to pursue just, the way you did to make it happen and to continue to get to success. That's incredible.